As a global community, we emerge from crisis this year, but it's been a bit of a wake-up call. Now more than ever, we realize that we have to compete. It's our duty to stretch, to reach. In fact, I would say that it's the new survival skill. But the good news is, you have no competition. That's this week on the Badass Agile podcast. Greetings, team. Welcome to the Badass Agile podcast. I'm your host, Chris Williams. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm excited about this episode. Here's why. When we hear the word competition, a lot of us think it's a dirty word. A lot of us think, well, you know what? I don't want to compete. I'm not interested in success or achievement. I just want to help the people around me. I mention this because as Agilists, we tend to be more empathetic. We tend to be more people-centric. But I got some news for you. But first, let's take a moment to remember why we're here. To create an elite tribe of leaders who truly serve their clients and communities by doing what matters and what works, relentlessly chasing value and excellence like a badass. There's so many resources out there about what you need to do to be agile, but we're focused on who you need to become in order to lead teams. So let's hammer down those fundamentals to create a truly unique and powerful force in this industry. And remember, if this helps you, would you please share this with your friends? If you want to help people, if you want to make real, lasting change, not for the benefit of yourself, your business, your income, your family, but you want to change the world and make it a better place, a more humane place, it's not enough to show up with your Liberating Structures t-shirt and your Radical Empathy board game. I need you to know how to be an effective inspirer, an infectious influencer. These things still matter. If you want to change the world, but all you're doing is helping the 3 people who sit in the same room with you, if you want to inspire change and help people, but only 3 people are listening to your message, if you want to demand and command respect and change, but nobody respects your opinion, you don't know how to communicate and move people, you don't know how to get people behind your cause, then you're going to fail. I don't care how noble your intentions are. This world rewards people who know how to click, who know how to make impact, who know how to inspire and ignite. I've mentioned before that one of the best ways to do that is to start a fire that other people can't help but notice. I like to say start with the willing minds and projects that fit. But even then, every badass agile leader needs to have heroic, courageous qualities that allow you to be heard, that allow you to achieve results that other people can get inspired by. Otherwise, the stuff you say, the stuff that you do, might turn heads for a moment, but it won't stick. And if it doesn't stick, it doesn't last. What I want for you is whatever you want for you. But whether the thing you want is inherently altruistic, whether it's for the good of the many, or whether it's just for the good of yourself, your family, and your business, the required skills are the same. But here's what I want to inspire you with. If you look around, you'll realize that those skills belong to the 2% because of what the 98% are not willing to do. I've been talking about that for years, but let me give you specific examples of what you see when you look around you. Take a look at your peers, take a look at your superiors, take a look at your friends, take a look at your family. If you see people around you consistently making promises that they don't keep, you have no competition. If you notice people talk more about what they're gonna do and spend more energy discussing great ambition rather than changing it and consistently applying action towards it, you have no competition. If people spend all their time talking about what's fair, what's unfair, and why that unfairness has kept them from getting what they deserve, you have no competition. And what about excuses? If people are constantly telling you the reasons why they didn't, why they couldn't, why they shouldn't, why they changed their mind, why it's too hard, why it's not for them, then you have no competition. If you notice the people around you accepting average effort, average ambition, average intention, and average results, then you have no competition. If the people around you don't read, learn, and grow, don't invest in their future, don't invest in their expansion, then you have no competition. If you have people who are consistently negative and judgmental, not just about the world around them and the conditions that we live in, but about their chances of achieving their dreams, about the people around them who have achieved them or are achieving them, then you have no competition. If the people around you refuse to accept and embrace accountability, who want to be checked on their goals, who want to be checked on their effort, who want to be checked on their daily input and output, then you have no competition. If the people around you spend most of their time complaining or whining about what they didn't get, the difficulty of applying yourself, moving toward your goals, then you have no competition. If the people around you consistently brag or boast about who they are and what they're capable of and what they meant to do, and yet don't seem to be able to put the same kind of air pressure behind their daily actions and activities, then you have no competition. If the people around you hesitate and wait, procrastinate, and say, let's do this tomorrow, let's do this later, now's not the time, I've been so busy, I've got so many other competing priorities, I just have to get through this one difficult period and then, finally then, I'll apply myself properly, then you have no competition. If the people around you start things, begin things, have massive positive intention and tons of apparent ambition, but never seem to follow through, they don't finish what they start, then you have no competition. If you personally can avoid these pitfalls and make better choices for yourself, by default, you'll notice that the world favors you slightly, that it's easier for you to attain your outcomes. It is easier for you to state an intention and have that intention come true, not because you're lucky, not because you're the chosen one, but because you have habits and beliefs about the massive action required to consistently chip away at your goals. Now, if, on the other hand, any of these qualities strike a chord in you, are a reflection of your choices and your behaviors, don't be too hard on yourself. Remember that these are default behaviors. This is what happens in the masses on the average. When I say that they're default behaviors, I mean that they are the easier, unconscious, and comfortable choices for a planet of 8 billion people who value comfort and safety. It's not too late for you to change. It is never too late. Simply choose one of these attributes that you think is a reflection of your current level of commitment. Recognize that in order to become a great leader, we must conquer these. We must demonstrate the resilience required to choose differently and operate at hero levels. Pick one a month, attack it, practice it, be accountable, ask for feedback, ask for help, measure yourself, accept small levels of improvement or even initial failure, but continue, press forward, insist on cleaning house, one habit, 1 month at a time, and watch the kind of difference it can make in the outcomes that you're able to get. My friends, I hope this inspires you. This is how I want to kick off the year, by unleashing my opening salvo to inspire and ignite you to answer the call. If you feel it and you want it, this becomes a duty, a privilege to serve all of humankind with your gifts and your aspirations. You can reach out, as always, at badassagile.com. You can find me on Instagram at badassagile and on Twitter at badass_agile. I look forward to next time, and until then, stay badass.